one thing for sure that we can agree on is that Mario Brothers movie. It might be a guilty pleasure for people on that time when they first saw it, or maybe they didn't like it at all. For me, it's a guilty pleasure because it's such a bad movie, but I don't mind watching it. You get me? But for them to compare a cartoon movie to it, that's bad. That's horrible. But the best part about this, Willie, that I gotta say this, no matter what they said about the movie, Chris Pratt's Mario voice was the least they even mentioned. Was the least. So right there to me is like, okay, so I guess he did a good job with the Mario voice. Yo, yo, yo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
I know I'm supposed to be a kinder, gentler person nowadays because of my advancing age, but you could tell by my headline that, you know, a little bit of angst in me right now.
Saltier than a barrel of Morton's. Really, Willie? Really?
You know what Morton's is, right?
Yeah, the salt.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
And just you saltier than that. I can't.
Listen,
I can't.
I understand I'm usually a salty individual. I blame my age. It's true. But right now I have some things that I'm aggrieved with.
You know what? And I understand because what you really had to get off your chest, it's mainly had to do with Activision, which, you know what, dude, I think it's time we talk about it right now because it's a must. And it's the NLRB says Activision Blizzard illegally pretty much watched the employees doing their walkout. So technically we're just like spying on them. And I find it a little bit stalkerish, a little bit creepy-ish, but why, Willie? Why is it that they're keeping an eye on these people while walking out? Why?
Well, that's. I guess we should go to the root of everything. I mean, if you've heard us for more than 2 episodes, you know we've said a couple of things about Activision Blizzard that are not flattering. But in our defense, it's their fault.
Yes.
We know from back in 2 years ago, the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing filed a lawsuit against Activision Blizzard, saying that they had a toxic environment. I think they said a frat boy environment, but we'll leave that there.
Frat boy, yeah.
Where they really abused their workers to the point that sexual harassment was prevalent. That's been going on for a while. They've been sued several times by that for that, not just by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing, by employees. Well, the National Labor Relations Board says that Activision Blizzard was illegally surveilling their employees during a walkout that they planned to protest some things going on in Activision Blizzard. Also from 2021. They broke, according to the NLRB, they broke labor laws by using, and I quote, managers and security staff to monitor workers during the walkout. In addition, the Labor Board found merit in the CWA, that's the Communications Workers of America, accusation that the developer threatened to cut off workers' access to an internal chat room where they discussed their pay, hours, and overall working conditions.
Wow. Oh,
stellar effing place to work at. There's been reports by employees that a lot of times they have to go hungry during work because they can't afford to eat from the commissary, from the company's own commissary. The food is too expensive for them to be able to buy.
That is ridiculous, dude.
It's ridiculous. But wait, there's more.
Oh, God.
It's not just the employees. And it's not just the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing or the National Labor Relations Board. The Department of Justice filed suit with Activision Blizzard over eSports wage suppression.
Why would they? Why? But
because
okay.
Activision Blizzard. But okay.
Lord have mercy. Are they really going down in a spiral from what I'm seeing here? Like,
this was something else that also popped in 2021, 2 years ago. Was found that for esports leagues for Call of Duty and Overwatch, they implemented what's called a competitive balance tax, meaning that if the team won more than a certain amount of money, they would get penalized. Nothing that was agreed to by the esports teams. They just decided, you know what? No, we're going to do this. And
dude, so they managed everything. They just managed everything, their money, whatever.
This is not the first time that Activision has dipped its toe into screwing with esports.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, famously, the Blitzchung controversy. I don't know if you remember Blitzchung.
Not too much.
This is further back. This was before the human malware, if I'm correct.
Okay.
There was a Hearthstone tournament in China. One of the broadcasters decided to just jump in and say, liberate Hong Kong, revolution now.
I remember. Okay.
Daddy China got mad and said, to cast its leery eye towards Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard responded by docking him the prize money and banning him for a year.
Dude.
Which they apologized for doing later and saying, oh, my bad, 6 months. Oh, that makes it better.
Oh, yeah, sure.
This is Activision Blizzard. But we're not done. Remember that they had, we talked about it once end of last year, where Activision Blizzard lost its arrangement with Chinese gaming publisher NetEase to have Activision Blizzard games being played in China. At first it said they couldn't come to terms and we couldn't do anything. Well, recently it was reported that most likely the thing that caused the split between NetEase and Activision Blizzard was a miscommunication.
Typical.
They were renegotiating the terms of their arrangement. NetEase was warning them that China was, in fact, enacting stricter regulations on gaming and that they would need NetEase to help them through that. And during talking about money, we got to bring down the amount of money that we have to pay you because of all these regulations. And apparently, Activision Blizzard misunderstood that. Oh, it was said specifically with regards to Microsoft. Especially if you're going to have Microsoft purchase the company, the regulations are going to be very onerous and you should work with us and, lower the terms. Activision Blizzard took it as a threat.
I can see why, but still.
And so countered with an offer that actually insulted the people of NetEase to the point where they said, okay, we can't work together.
Jesus.
They're saying that it was most likely a case of a mistranslation because that in China they don't go speaking the English like we do, and in here we don't speak the Mandarin.
No, and you're absolutely right. And sometimes certain words can mean something different and depending on the dialogue. So they probably misunderstood everything completely and just probably took it as a complete insult.
All it takes is a slight mistranslation for things to go south. I would like to say that, these things happen, except that this is a deal. And I'm putting this one square on CEO Bobby Kotick of Activision Blizzard because he was part of these negotiations. He was the one that came up with that onerous counteroffer. Everyone that liked that, there are very few people who are defending Bobby Kotick. I will say this.
Oh, yeah, very few.
Very few people will come up and say, yeah, but he's making Activision Blizzard and their investors lots of money. That's why he's there. Except that this deal right here, the loss of this deal, cost them about $1 billion in Chinese revenue.
Oh, man, that
to
sucks.
Spend that. You know what? I want to be fair. I'm not going to sit here and just talk pure crap about Activision Blizzard. I want to say one thing that they did recently that you'll find funny.
What?
They have been cracking down on cheaters in Call of Duty.
What?
They have been cracking down on cheaters. They have, it's substantial. I don't know if you know what I think it's called XIM,
Mhm.
XIM. It's a little USB dongle that you put into your computer
All right.
that's supposed to help bypass evidence of cheating. It's supposed to give you better control over your mouse and keyboard, like more fine control,
Yeah.
and make it so that you can use cheats without getting caught easily.
Really?
Well, it is well the ricochet anti cheat system that Activision has in Call of Duty
Mm-hmm.
is supposed to be able to detect those hardware cheats.
That's
It gives
insane.
them a warning, and if they keep using it, they can get banned. But more importantly, is the stuff that they can do on the other than banning them. The video, it's on there on the page you have right now, where if they detect that you're using a cheat, they disarm you. Please play that. You want to laugh. You see the person shooting,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden, oh, I don't have my gun anymore.
What?
They're holding a gun, so the game will disarm them,
Oh my God.
and then you get to see George Michael.
Of course. But wait a minute. So here we go again. I'm going to play it again. So we see him with the gun.
Uh-huh.
He's doing the whole
And you see he's
auto
holding
aim
the gun,
thing.
takes a shot, and suddenly, I don't need gun. But he's
And
still
it puts
holding
it away.
No,
It puts it away.
But look at his hands.
No, it's empty. He has no gun.
Right.
Look, bro, look at this right here. He has no gun.
Took his gun away.
How dope is that?
Anything that makes a person who paid money to cheat cry is a wonderful thing, and I applaud. I'm not gonna. You're gonna hear me say a lot of great things about Activision Blizzard. I applaud them for that.
Oh, I give him all the props for that one. That's amazing.
But by the way, Activision Blizzard is also running DMCA claims on Fortnite because people are making Call of Duty inspired maps, and Activision Blizzard can't have that.
Oh God.
But the one thing, the most important thing, the reason why I'm so salty today is because I'm a WoW player. There's been the latest PTR has been data mined for World of Warcraft, and there's Diablo 4 themed stuff in there.
Oh.
Nobody knows what it's going to entail. No one knows when it's going to be released. If it's going to be released, all I know is this. Okay?
Yes.
Bobby Kotick. I know you're not hearing me, but I'm just going to say this for the public record. If you make this a pre-order bonus for getting Diablo 4, I will personally walk my butt all the way to California, go to Activision Blizzard headquarters, muscle my way into your office, draw you and quarter you in front of all your employees. They're going to clap. I just want you to know that. They're going to clap. And I'm going to eat your liver in front of your children. And if you don't have any, I'll take mine.
I'll watch too, just in case.
You know what? If you're going to go Silence of the Lambs, I've never had Chianti. I don't care for fava beans. I'm going to do this Uncle Willie style. I'm going to eat it with some frijoles negros and some Lickestone vodka.
It makes me proud to be here. Just letting you know.
All right. Salt is over.
All right. But still, guys, what do you guys think about everything that's going on with Activision from what Willie explained? Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about this. But let's continue on because there's a lot else to talk about. And one thing for sure that we have to talk about is a new PlayStation handheld rumors explained by GameStop News. Out of all the freaking sources, dude, right?
GameSpot.
And
you made the same mistake I made. You said GameStop.
I said GameSpot. God, I suck. But yeah, GameSpot. And let me just tell you this much out, Willie. It's been a minute that we heard anything from PlayStation making a handheld after the PSP Go or Vita. That's right. Sorry. After the Vita. And it's been pretty quiet. But then again, we did establish the fact that they haven't been very successful with making these handhelds. It's been a hot minute. And I think we need to address the elephant in the room right now, Willie. Willie, tell us what's going on.
Okay. First off, rumors. Big, bold letters. Rumors. This is not, and nothing, anything has been confirmed. Some people have leaked information saying that Sony may be looking back to get back into the handheld market. For context, ASUS, which is a computer hardware company, recently came out with what they call the ASUS Ally, which is a Steam Deck-like handheld console where you can play PC games.
Yeah.
I saw it. Linus Tech Tips had tried it out. Didn't open up the machine. Didn't, because they were there watching him, and he couldn't talk about specs other than it plays really good. And somewhere around there, in the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit, they have said that ASUS, as they were making this, decided they were going to do this as a Windows-based handheld. I don't know if you know this. The Steam Deck is Linux-based.
Yes.
You can put, other things on there. You can actually put Windows on there, but it runs like hot garbage. Well, ASUS decided to work with Microsoft to the point where you'll be able to put Game Pass by default on the console because it's running Windows. And the rumor comes up and says that ASUS is partnering with Microsoft because Sony is reportedly working on their own handheld. And that's where it all goes from there. So maybe, I hope not. Personally, I hope not. Because as great as the PSP was, they got their lunch handed to them by Nintendo.
Big time.
And the Vita, they just didn't support it.
I think they could have had more potential in the Vita. If they would have supported Vita, I think they could have had a pretty good handheld right there. Because it's not too bad.
The Vita is a very good handheld. I have one.
Yeah.
You know that. I have a PSP as well.
Of course.
They're great. They were both great. But Sony's reliance on, oh no, you have to use proprietary hardware. Oh, you want a memory card? Use our memory stick. The PSP, no, it's not going to have disc or cards. No, it's going to have UMDs. That kind of thinking is what got Sony screwed, and I don't think they've learned their lesson. I'd rather they don't get into the handheld market. Stick to console where you got an advantage. Leave everything else alone.
Fully understand, dude. Fully understand.
And before I have to say it again, I'm going to say it before you say anything. I'm going to say it again. 720p is HD.
Dude, I swear to God, bro. I don't care, man. All right? Stop.
I know you want an HD switch.
I want my HD switch, my 1080p HD switch. Thank you very much.
Okay,
but,
very good.
But fine. It is HD because it pushes 720. I get it.
You're not the only one. I get it.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, I've talked enough. Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna have to talk right now because, guys, we're gonna go straight to the movies right now, and let's talk about the whole thing with the Mario Brothers, dude. And first off, the Rotten Tomatoes has put the Mario Bros. Movie in such a pickle right now because all the critic scores are horrible, right? But I'm like, why is this so bad? Like, why are they giving it such a bad review, first of all? And the thing is that I come to realize that the reviews don't know jack about Mario Brothers. They never either play the game, don't know nothing about the characters, or they're just out of touch or out of tune with whatever this game is about or this show or movie about, right? For instance, Grace Randolph. We know her. She's a big YouTuber, and she does a lot of talks about what's going on in Hollywood movies and all that good stuff, right? But we know that she leans super hard on DC because she's a DC fangirl. The whole thing with Snyder and all that stuff. So you can see where she goes with, but she also does a lot of things with Marvel. No, but I was gonna say she also does a lot of things with Marvel. But if you've seen some of the things, she really is hard on DC. Like, she likes DC a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. But yesterday I had to watch her review. I was like, you know what? Let me check out her review because she's someone kind of familiar to me, and I want to see what's her opinion on the movie. Her opinion was hot garbage. Like hot garbage in the sense that she just pretty much said things that I was like, wait, what? She said the movie was beautiful. It's colors, the characters, amazing. But that she was waiting for this movie to finish since the beginning. And I was like why? Why would you say that? And she kept on going. But then she kind of said something which caught on to me. She never played a Mario Brothers game. Doesn't know nothing about Mario Brothers, nothing about Bowser, anything, nothing. So she's kind of like out of that realm. She even pretty much said that she had to do research on the whole thing that they have with Princess Peach, Mario, and Bowser, which she calls it a love triangle. I get it, maybe, but we haven't seen the movie, so we don't know what's going on. So she just went on with this whole big old rant, which I cut off halfway because I was like, she probably doesn't realize that she's probably talking, saying there's no spoilers, but maybe she is saying a spoiler because she doesn't understand the movie. So I kind of cut off already, but it left me kind of with a bad taste in my mouth. And I kept on looking at other reviewers, and like this one here specifically got me all bent up. Any adult accompanying these children may wish they were watching the Hoskins and Leguizamo film instead. Yo, nah. Okay, look. One thing for sure that we can agree on is that Mario Brothers movie, it might be a guilty pleasure for people on that time when they first saw it, or maybe they didn't like it at all. For me, it's a guilty pleasure because it's such a bad movie, but I don't mind watching it. You get me? But for them to compare a cartoon movie to it, that's bad. That's horrible. But the best part about this, Willie, that I gotta say this, no matter what they said about the movie, Chris Pratt's Mario voice was the least they even mentioned. Was the least. So right there to me is like, okay, so I guess he did a good job with the Mario voice. But then one thing that you and I talked about is Movie Bob. Movie Bob is very critical when he speaks about movies. I mean, critical. He either loves it, hates it, but he's going to tell you what his pros and cons about the movie are. And he will go down to the science, to the last pixel of the movie. Guys, Movie Bob loved this freaking movie. He said that he went in there, came out with a smile. He loved everything about the movie. It's a Mario Brothers movie. It's what it was intended to do and be. And I was like, interesting. I kept looking around. Other content creators saw this movie and they loved it. Andre the Black Nerd, Chris Tuckman, they enjoyed this movie. And I was like, okay, so then pretty much this is meant for the gamers or what? But they pretty much specified that if you're going to go see this movie with your kids are going to love it because it's Mario. You're going to have a ball with it because of certain things that are in that movie. And if you're a gamer, all the Easter eggs that you're going to be seeing in that movie. So I'm just trying to take this out of my way. I can't wait to see it this Saturday. But I'm looking forward to this movie. And for Rotten Tomatoes, I'm sorry, man, but if people still out there are going by the tomato score, have you not seen it lately, Willie? The tomato scores?
I don't care for. I'm on record saying I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes.
Yo. Okay. Well, let me tell you right now.
Rotten Tomatoes is when you don't like a movie, a rocket dumps a barrel of tomatoes on your head.
Well, let me tell you right now, Willie, and this is like now. Let me just take off my ad blocker because of course it will say something. And right now, as we speak, Rotten Tomatoes have this down like this. The tomato meter for the critics, 54% splat. Audience score, 96%. So something right there is already telling me that the audience is loving this movie. And it came out last night, midnight release. So honest to God, I got to tell you this much, Willie. I'm looking forward for this movie. Just saying it right now.
I'm looking forward to it for a totally different reason.
Okay, what?
My grandson, every time he sees the trailer, he puts his hands on his head and screams, "Oh my God!
Oh my God!"
I want to see that little pudgy thing lose his mind at the theater. All right, I'm gonna take offense to a couple things you said.
Okay.
First, why are you still paying attention to the goddamn tomato meter?
Well, okay. For my excuse is because I was curious. I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes, but when they start bashing a movie, and I'm starting hearing it around the web a lot, it gets me curious to see who's talking the crap. You know what I'm saying? So then I get curious. I really want to see what is it that they're talking about and what they're complaining about with no spoilers. And luckily, there's no spoilers. But in reality, what they're talking about or spitting, it's utter garbage. There was one reviewer, and I forgot where did I see it. They said this movie is too close to the game.
What?
No, really? Oh my god! Whoa! Excuse me, guys. Watch out! A Mario Brothers movie that's close to the Mario Brothers game.
That brings me to my second. That brings me to my second point.
Go.
Before the movie came out, what did you know about the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Absolutely nothing.
Before the game came out, what did you know about The Last of Us?
Oh, mushrooms are bad.
Well, then you can't go watch Super Mario Bros. Because there's no more mushrooms in there. It's an entire kingdom of them. Wait, literally. Can you imagine a crossover? All the mushrooms all of a sudden are cordyceps?
Oh, dude, no. Okay, you see that's a podcast talk. That right there, that's podcast talk.
Just because you don't know something about something doesn't mean that you're unqualified to talk about it.
No, and you know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that, Willie. But if you're gonna sit there and bash it, like say harsh things about it, I would like to come out on the record and be like, hey guys, before you hear this, I'm just giving you guys my opinion of the movie. And just give you, the details. Like, look, this is what I thought about the movie. That's my opinion. I don't want nobody to take it.
All a review is an opinion.
Of course, but sometimes I think that the critics that are doing this, they go up ahead and kind of like tell you, like, yeah, don't watch this movie. It's utter garbage. There's a lot of people. If you look at the reviews, they're telling you, don't waste your money. And it's like, why would you tell that? It is an opinion piece. Just tell them. As a critic, of course, but as I was saying, as a critic, you have to put their really bold opinion, meaning don't take me seriously, but just listen to what I gotta say only.
Okay.
Now
that brings me to my third point.
Yes.
If you're going to go see a movie, like say you want to know ahead of time what to think of with the movie, you do the right thing. You go through 2 different sources to find out what to expect. You have to keep in mind that not every source is going to have the same take. Just like Grace Randolph is looking at it purely from, is this an entertaining movie? Movie Bob is going to look at it and say, is this a faithful Mario Brothers movie? They have 2 different frames of reference. Grace Randolph is telling you that as a movie in and of itself, it's not that great. Movie Bob is telling you, if you love Mario Brothers, you're going to jizz red and green.
Technically, the only thing is with the Grace Randolph is the way that she came up talking about it. I would have just kind of put it out there, guys. Look, I'm just like, she just kind of went off and like made the thing for her, and I was like, kind of like watch it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it to halfway because I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. But then I was like, you know what? Let me stop here because she literally puts it there like the movie sucked. Like she said it. That once she got past, I think the beginning parts of the movie, she's like, okay, I can't wait for the movie to stop. A lot of people in the theater did not laugh. Maybe only 2 people. And if you look down on the people that were like, on the comment section, a lot of people were giving her like backlash. They're like a lot of people went to private screenings and they were telling them like, how you're saying that only 2 people left? And then they were saying like people in other theaters are just enjoying the movie. It was hilarious. They had a good time. But she made it sound like this movie was so bad that nobody laughed, only 2 people. It was like quiet people beside her were like, oh, I can't wait for this movie to finish. And I was like, who's being invited to these movies?
Maybe they're all Sega fans. She did like the Sonic movie.
Yeah.
Either way, you take those opinions and you roll with it. You get different perspectives and you get different things out of it. At the end of the day, who cares? I saw her review of Tetris. By the way, good movie.
Oh, okay.
They of course, they embellish a couple of things. But if you know the original story and you see what they embellished, you look past it. She couldn't get past the fact that Taron Egerton was cast as Hank Rogers. Hank Rogers, who is part Indonesian and part Dutch, and is darker skinned.
Got it. God.
But she didn't make it a big part of that because she liked the movie overall. We all pick apart our own things. Like right now, if I'm going to sit there and talk about a movie that I don't like, I'm going to be critical of it. For example,
and that's a good thing.
If you have any thoughts about going to see Cocaine Bear, instead of doing that, grab a mallet and smash your toes for 85 minutes. It's less painful.
Okay. I get it. But you see, like, this is the thing that I like to let our audience know. When we watch a movie, for instance, I love to come on and let everybody know this is just my opinion. If you feel something different, please comment down below and let's have a conversation about it so we can talk about this. And maybe I can see your point of view, you can see my point of view.
That's all.
And we could meet down the middle. But sometimes I feel like, and this is how I feel about this, an opinion. Sometimes I feel like these critics kind of push that narrative, like, guys, I'm a pro. Don't watch it because I know what I know. And it's like, damn.
If you don't do that, you're not a professional critic.
No,
you have to pretend like when you use the bathroom, everything that comes out is certified fresh. It smells like it's rotten, but it's certified fresh.
Oh no, definitely.
I'm tired of talking about this movie. Let's talk about other movies.
That's what I was going to tell you, Willie. We have to keep forward, man. And let's talk about the trailers, dude, that dropped this week. Actually, these couple days, not this week because we're not even done yet, but these couple days, dude. And I got to say right now, we're going to start off with Blue Beetle, bro, because I'm going to say I'm pretty excited for this movie. It looks and feels like when the first Shazam came out. It has that feel, you know what I'm saying? Like an origin story. You see the whole thing with Jaime Reyes, getting the Beetle on him and all that stuff. I laughed. I actually thought it was pretty hilarious, dude. And I thought and think that this movie is gonna be pretty amazing once it comes out. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this movie.
I like what I see from the movie. I just hope that it doesn't get derailed by George Lopez.
You know what?
I hope.
Thank you.
I hope that because he's gonna be the comic relief.
He is, but the thing is that I think him
fine.
as a comic relief just feels off. You know what I'm saying?
It just feels weird. As long as they don't make the movie about his jokes.
I pray to God they don't do.
I'll be okay.
But all right, that's fine. And you know what? I'm okay with that. But let's continue on, Willie, because the next trailer for sure, I need to hear your opinion about. And it's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And I literally had a meltdown because of everything I saw in that trailer. First of all, we have Spider-Horse. Bro, look at the guy right here.
The name is not Spider-Horse.
What is he, Spider Stallion? Because whatever he is, it's a freaking four-legged horse with a spider.
The horse's name is Widow.
And
that is the horse that belongs to the Spider-Man in their universe, the cowboy called the Web Slinger. And yes, that is a horse that was bitten by a radioactive spider.
What? Okay. Then can we also establish that they're in a... Can we establish the fact that they're in a... Yeah, I saw it.
You saw Into the Spider-Verse. You didn't complain when you saw Anime Girl on a robot spider.
Oh, I did, because I was like, what the hell happened here? And then when they show her origin story in the movie, I was like, okay, I get it.
You didn't complain when you saw Spider-Ham, which is a pig that bit a radioactive spider.
First of all, how dare you speak about Spider-Ham? He's amazing.
Okay, then. So you accept Widow. You accept Widow.
No, I'm gonna accept Widow because
That's not even the worst part.
No, that's not the worst part. I thought it was amazing. There's a spider horse. I was like, I lost my poop. I was like, oh my God, I lost it. But then the part I thought was hilarious is this scene right here is hilarious to me. Spider-Man talking to Spider-Man as a freaking psychiatrist. Amazing.
Yeah, no.
Amazing.
Man, okay, and they have the Spider-Man meme with every single Spider-Man across the multiverse. But
dude,
if you would have paid attention, you would have seen video games are involved here.
I'm sorry, what?
Because they have the Peter Parker from the Spider-Man Sony video game.
Oh my God, you're right. He is in there.
And they have the Spider-Man Fortnite skin.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
That I didn't see. I'm gonna have to probably go back. The one thing I did pay attention to that caught my attention was what Spider-Man was it I saw that I was like, hey, he's here. It was Jesus, I can't remember now. My mind drew a blank. Oops.
Which one?
I can't remember. Is one specific Spider-Man that I saw there, and I was like, oh my god, he's in here. And except the rocking spider, this freaking I forgot his name.
Oh, it says Spider-Punk.
Awesome. Spider-Punk. He was awesome.
Hey, no. Did you see how his animation style is different than the other ones?
Yes.
Did you see Spider-Man India?
Oh my god, the hair is magnificent on that guy.
Who is voicing him?
You tell me, Willie, who's voicing him?
Dopinder.
Awesome, from Deadpool. High five everywhere. Yes.
Wait, no, there's more. You saw Bombastic Bagman?
No.
The Spider-Man that has a bag over his head?
Oh yeah, he was in the bottom left corner just walking by. You're right.
Yes. And they brought in the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, and he looks like he jumped out of a comic book. I am nerding out hard.
I'm ready for this movie. I'm ready for this.
There's a story here. It's not just, Spider-Man roll call. Spider-Man 2099 has this whole society of Spider-Man, and Miles can't be part of it because why?
No, don't, no. Because I'm not gonna use that line because we saw Prego Spider-Man, Spider-Woman in this series. We saw Prego Spider-Woman.
Leave her alone.
I saw her there, and it's like I'm not gonna do some Miles
because she was there. It's because he's Puerto Rican.
Oof. Can you imagine that's the case? That'd be sad as hell. God.
Considering that Spider-Man 2099 is Latino.
He's like, no, SA, we don't want you. Really? No,
so you're saying he's Mexican.
I don't do this.
You're saying he's Mexican. Oh, okay.
No, because that's what Spider-Man 2099 thinks. But he's like, no, dude, Puerto Rican. I'm in the water. Sorry, sir.
Let's talk about the real travesty.
Oh, good. Okay, I gotta take a deep breath of this one. Oh boy, okay, here we go. So let's talk about the Barbie trailer, which, my God, I've never seen so much colors in one trailer ever.
Oh no, there are plenty of colors, so long as the color is pink.
Yeah, no, freaking Pepto-Bismol pink. It's all over the movie, all over.
Yep, and you know what? That's good. That's good. That's good cross promotion because watching this gave me nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea.
Look. Okay.
They have to do it. Okay, they're not gonna put Barbie girl on there. They have to do the Pepto Bismol dance.
Oh my God! Please, God, if you're listening, make it happen. I want to see them just be like.
If they do the Pepto Bismol dance in this movie, all is forgiven. I will watch it twice. In the theater.
I will stay in the theater. I won't even move. They're like, this seat's sinking, sir. I bought it twice. I'm gonna stay right here.
We have to discuss the movie, okay? Robbie is a Barbie. All the women in this world are Barbies. All the men are Kens, including Simu Liu.
But not Michael Cera.
I can't stand that man. Every time I see him, I want to grab him by the ears and yank it real hard and say, you freaking child molester. Knives Chow was under 18. No, I don't like Scott Pilgrim Saves the World as a movie. I don't care what you say about it.
Here we go, Willie.
I'm not gonna say I don't know the man. I can't cast aspersions on someone I don't know. All I know is every time I see him, I want to punch him. I'm talking about Doom Fist punch.
Oh my God! But look, bro, look, his face is so punchable in this freaking movie.
Every time I see him, I want to eat spinach just so my Popeye hand can grow and I can take up his entire face with my punch. I don't want to be this way, but his face makes me do it.
Willie, but look, here's the ironies about this. I think he's the villain of this movie.
Yeah, he plays Ken.
No, he plays Alan. There's only one Alan. Everyone's Ken, but when they see him, they're like, Alan. They just like blackball the guy. He's just there. He's Alan.
You know
but
what?
If you look at him,
They all changed his name from Ken to Alan because they don't like him, because they didn't like the fact that he was going out with Knives Chow either. No, I'm not letting this go.
Oh my god. But look, overall, this trailer was just too much for me. All I know is yes, you're absolutely right, Willie. This Barbie movie has adult things in there, like little tidbits that probably like wordplay.
Yeah. They try to do the airplane thing.
Yeah, I'm so gonna beat you off. I was like, what?
To beat you off. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
They do not the airplane thing. They're doing the Austin Powers thing.
Yes. It's a lot of wordplay, but overall, it's still what you think it is.
What I'm trying to say is this movie is not ready for me. My granddaughter will positively lose her mind, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure about that as well. But I could just say this, Willie, right now. I'm pretty much more than sure that this movie is going to make people want to go see this movie, and they're going to come out either loving it or hating it. Right now, it's in the middle because a lot of people are like, what is this garbage? But then when they saw the wordplay in the end, they're like, okay, I'll check it out. Hell, even Andre the Black Nerd was like, yeah, I'm in it. But he said, and I quote, they better play Aqua, the Barbie song in this freaking movie. And I agree.
The Barbie girl's not going to be there.
They said it?
They said it. Speaking of things that weren't supposed to be there, I got spoiled for Mario Brothers, not for what happens in the movie, but for one particular Easter egg.
What?
And when you see it, or in this case, hear it, you will chortle.
Go.
I'm not going to say it.
Oh, okay. Good.
I mean, I'll say it if you're going to beep it out.
No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Because I know me. I might forget. Okay, but look, guys.
Yeah, I know. Like what you did with the Whopper button. You owe me another one. Play it.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
I'm sorry. But still, oh God. I retook my salt title. Really, Willie? Really?
You didn't see what was there before, right?
No, I'm laughing so hard that I didn't see it, but it's fine because I'm pretty sure editing, I'm gonna notice it.
When you go back when you edit this, I'm gonna do a little reminder for you so that you can see it and you can highlight it for when I change it, because you will get a good laugh out of it.
But man, all I gotta say is, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. And what do you guys think of this whole show? Please comment down below, let us know your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about this. And as you know, we're done. So please, do the thing we always do. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know we come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Willie, any last words?
If anything that I said offended you, then you're most likely Michael Cera, and I don't care about your feelings.
Guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you on Friday. Peace.
Bah!